A novel method of age estimation using XI point. I am Tara Chandran.
I am Chedan Surya Saju. We are from Coorg Institute of Dental Sciences, Virajpet, Karnataka, India. Age estimation is an important factor in biological identification in many forensic fields. Age assessment assists in narrowing the search possibilities for unidentified, deceased, or living individuals, and also for legal purposes. Age can be measured as the chronological age, which is measured by the calendar, skeletal age, which is measured by the degree of ossification of or development of various bones and known to occur at a particular time in average individual. Next is dental age, which is determined by studying the development of teeth. The methods of age estimation. The commonly used method for age estimation are radiographic method, biochemical method, and dental age method. The drawbacks of current methods. The methods that we use currently has lots of drawbacks such as errors of measurements can be seen, ethical considerations, congenital or pathological loss of teeth, and it is not preferable for all ages or population groups. So we thought of a new method for age estimation using the cephalometry. Cephalometry is a measurement of head of any living subject from the bony landmarks located by palpation or pressing to the supra-adjacent tissue, and it is traditionally used for the orthodontic treatment and also for anthropological determination of gender and population. The cephalometric landmarks that we took for a study have both fixed landmarks and also landmarks that may change during growth. And the fixed landmarks are, first one is the XI point. It is a stable point and is not affected by any surface remodeling or stress, and it is located by taking 4 points R1, R2, R3 and R4 in the mandible. R1, which is the deepest point on the anterior border of ramus. R2, it is opposite to R1 to the posterior border of ramus. And R3, it is deepest point on the sigmoidal notch. And R4, it is opposite to R3 on the inferior border of mandible. Next is sella, which is the geometric center of pituitary fossa.
The landmarks that change with growth are nasion, orbital, and nasion. So what is nasion? It is the most anterior point on the frontonasal suture. Orbital, it is the lowest point on the inferior rim of the orbit. And coming to nasion, it is a point located by taking the midpoint between the anterior and inferior points of the bony chin, that is pogonion and menton. So the aim of our study is to identify a new parameter for estimation of age using cephalometric landmarks. Here we use both fixed as well as changing points. The fixed points that we used here are XI point and sella. The changing points are nasion, orbital and nasion. The materials that we used for our study include cephalometric radiographs, tracing paper, radiographic viewer, protractor, scale and pencil. The method that we used for our study include the cephalometric radiographs were obtained and these were traced using tracing papers. The landmarks, both fixed as well as changing, were marked on this tracing paper. Measurements were taken for both linear and angular. Then we obtained the data for both linear as well as angular measurements. For the linear measurements, the points we took are sella to nasion, sella to orbital, sella to XI, sella to nasion, XI to orbital, XI to nasion and XI to nasion. Here we obtain both pre and post measurements for all these points. Moving on to the data obtained for angular measurements. Here we took the points sella to XI to nasion, sella to XI to orbital, sella to XI to nasion, sella to nasion to XI, sella to orbital to XI and sella to nasion to XI. Here also we took both pre and post measurements for all these points. So then we did, by tabulating these in columns, we got the statistical analysis for both linear and angular measurements. In the linear measurements, we got highly significant, significant and non-significant points. The highly significant points that we got here are from sella to XI and XI to nasion. The significant point that we got here is from sella to nasion. All other points were non-significant. In the angular measurement also we got highly significant, significant and non-significant points. The highly significant point was got from Cella to Xi to Nesion, and the significant point was from Cella to Xi to orbital. All other points were non-significant. So we came to the conclusion. Linear measurement we got highly significant point as Cella to Xi and Xi to Nesion. In angular measurement the highly significant point was Cella to Xi to Nesion. In linear measurement the significant point was Cella to Nesion, and in angular measurement we got one significant point, that is Cella to Xi to orbital, and these may be of use in age estimation. So in the future, we hope that by increasing the sample size and also using radiographs taken within 1 year time interval for our study, and using these information that we obtain from the tabular format on linear growth patterns, we will be able to generate a formula, and we will be able to apply these within the populations within our nation. So thank you.
Thank you.